Now, find a new rival.
Dame un segundo, Robo. Dame un segundito, Robo, espera. Tengo que abrir ya aquí.
Warrior has entered the ring.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Let us begin.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Both sides looking for an opening. Both fighters aren't moving. Maybe there are technical issues? Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Who's it gonna be? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the wall.
Dale para acá que te estamos esperando. Yo y Robert te vamos a dar lo tuyo, Marco Viejo.
Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner. They continue to duke it out mid-stage. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the surprise rush. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other?
Oh!
Nice!
Bárbaro!
Alright, what's coming up next? Not much drive to work with that round. Only 20 seconds remaining. Not much time left in this round. This is the range where things get messed. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 can...
Estamos esperando.
Big first round victory. Can they close it out? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity on the offensive. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Sticks the jump in. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to fill up their super art gauges here. Gets out of there with the backdown. Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Medium kick hits. Drives it back, misses. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Big time whip.
Bárbaro.
Execution with the anti-air. Player 1.
No.
Into the guard break.
Se murió, se murió.
Se murió,
él no tiene energía.
¿Cómo me va a devolver?
Si ya tenía energía, me da feo así.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Breaks the block with a throw. Oh, talk about over.
Tiene una visión del diablo ese rango.
Okay, takes them all the way. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Very solid corner switch.
Por ve acá.
Taking stock.
Bárbaro.
Neither of them willing to back off. Gets
Álvaro.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
Álvaro.
Decides to buff up all they can. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Runs that off and keeps.
Álvaro.
Digs in deep to get that drive in. What'll happen here? Backs away. Not about that BFF life. Burnout.
Alvarazo.
Pulls the match to king.
Alvarazo.
Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Me dio feo en Trovo.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Starts off zoning with fireball. Timing and stings them. Goes for the throw. What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. There's space to make something happen here. And Álvaro looks willing to back down. Gets the counter hit throw. Takes a trip. Goes to the overdrive. Life lead opens up. What hold your...
Damn!
This is gonna be bad news. Who will capitalize on an opening first? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Manages to block the jump.
No!
Going in.
Pero te me va a quedar ahí, Max. Tú me invita. Ok, deja que pase. Estamos primero a 3. Deja que pase. Estamos primero a 3.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Burns the drive gauge. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Lots of life to play with and full SA meters. What will they do? Risky up close scrap still going. Runs that off and
Damn, por ven acá. Pero Trovo no.
heads up decision opting for the drive impact. A quick breather. Player, burnout triggered. Long range fireball to break the silence. All in with a rush.
Pégala ahí, ven.
Removal from the fences to the field.
Pégala ahí, ven, que te la estoy esperando. Vamos a fiar con esa.
Player 2 wins the total. Let's see if they can build
esperando.
themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. A brave forward jump there.
Álvaro.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Jump in, finds the mark.
Álvaro.
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Near the end of the round, will the drive gauge pave the way?
Nice!
Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Side switch.
¡No! ¡Ay, se le entregué!
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a
¿Cuál es la clave? Trata de 21, espérate. Coño, oye, 21-22, algo así.
Did well to get the
21-22 o 20-22.
did a great job of reading their opponent up close in the last round. Can they keep the momentum? Manages to block the jump in attack. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. It's a good.
No, pegó.
Closing it out with a super hard finish.
Pero es 21-22, 21-22. Pero si no, yo te invito ahora.
The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see Wayne knocked him out of the air. Sticks out a kick. All in with a rush. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. nowhere to run. No! Stand off the wall! Player 1 maybe
¡Bárbaro!
to do that. Jump! This is
¡No me salió!
damage. What now? This is gonna hurt. Player
¡Álvaro! Se le entregué.
no
Se le entregué ahí, papá.
Player 1
Yo no sabía que tenía el crítico,
definitely
¿no?
sweaty during that well-earned win.
Buena. Oh, se empató, fue.
Player 2 willing to
manda la
back
mía.
down. When is this gonna end? Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Jump. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will they incorporate that they
¡Nice!
have into their game plan? Knockdown. Parries the projectile. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Uses the drive
Álvaro.
to steal their turn. Goes for a projectile to try and
¡Álvaro!
expect a heavy oh. Player 1 picks up the first round.
La otra era mía y se la di. Ahora, sí, yo creo que 21-22.
Looks to add more pressure by parrying the projectile. Decides to meet them in the air. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner hit.
¡No! ¡Diablo! Pero me brincó.
Both fighters planning something?
Bueno.
The throw. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive. How will they utilize this? Oh no, they're stunned. Player 1 with the rhythm. Oh, there's the burnout. Risky play, but
Mira, y no me salió el combo.
this
Por
is the
poquito
final
me la
round.
ganan.
Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Nails it. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Breaks it off.
¡Álvaro!
Both sides getting ready. Hits the drive. Carries the fireball. Getting it all on the drive rush. Connects with the throw. Forward rush. What?
¡No!
What now? Player 1 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Can this drive bring them back? Noticeable life lead. Is it low heavy, but no go. Player 1 can't
¡Álvaro!
after that wall flat. No hesitation or
¡Alvarazo! Me mató.
that NSF W.
Buena, Robo. Buenísima esa.
No doubt about it.
Buena esa. Déjame invitar un poquito, ok.
Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Me dormí en ese king.
Now, find a new rival.
Pero yo te agregué de amigo hace mucho y tú... Oh, mira, ya te pasé, te vi. Porque no me salió. Aquí está. Déjame tirarle algo que tú entras. No, entraste de una vez, diablo. Te tenía que dejar pasar el turno, te tenía que pasar ese turno. Mala mía. Robert me da rápido, ahí me mete 3-0 ahora.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top of this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the command grab. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Still slugging it out here. All right. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Holds out with the block. Nails the anti-air. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Burns the drive gauge. Parries the projectile.
Álvaro.
Right to the doorstep. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters planning something? Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 needs to use the...
Nice!
A quick breather. Player 1 has an empty drive through. They were right to be on guard there. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Looking for a chance. One chance here may end this. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Goes for the reads the jump in perfectly. Uses their drive gauge. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. The match just started. Can this drive bring them back? Player 2 in dire slow heavy.
Álvaro.
Would a super art do anything? What a smart blow. Fires off them and not. Getting up close and first clutch. Block anti-air. The Apollo throw. Both sides getting ready. Meets them air. Close range projectile. The jump in if nothing stops this train. Looking for a hole. Keeps them out. All in with a rush.
Álvaro.
There's a burnout.
Álvaro, no falla ese combo.
Super out of nowhere. The big brains on this competitor is unreal. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Está duro, Robert, cuando se convite.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. He got pump, nothing but air. Gets out of there with the backdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Sticks the combo. Brushes off the impact. From up above. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 chases them down. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues.
¡Demonio!
Has depleted their drive game, but they are still with it. Shinku Hadouken! The super...
Mira, mira. Es frisado que está el juego.
Win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 on the board first with the win.
Volvió, Robert, volvió.
Let off a projectile to waste time.
Ya está bien, ya está bien.
Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 has the meter lead. Medium kick hits, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things.
Nice, Álvaro.
What'll happen here? A trade, but they're not worried. He's fighting ahead even with a depleted drive. Can they create an burnout activates. Time to reassess the situation. They are at... This is gonna hurt. Knockdown and... Whiffs.
¡Mala mía!
Two breaks it. Burnout.
¿Qué yo hice? Ahí lo termino de nuevo.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who drops them hard? Uses their drive gauge. Last round saw some incredibly calm nerves despite the odds stacked against them. This would be a big win if they could keep it up. There's a burnout. Getting up close and personal. Player 2, oh yo, raw super here. Giving them the lemon buzzing with a period hit. A jump. Here comes the perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity.
No, no puedo brincarle ahí.
Oh, stay off the wall. Turning it
right up
Diablo,
with
esa vaina me va a matar.
Goes
Me
big
mata
time
eso.
to end it.
Demonio.
Never miss a chance to show
Me
what
llevó la
the
mitad de
man is
energía
like.
con ese combo. A Kuma se le quita demasiada energía.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but
Demasiada
nothing
energía
even
le
comes
quita
close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses their drive gauge. Jumps in. Throw misses.
Álvaro.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Decides to go in with the target combo. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Grabs him. This is a real back and forth match. They definitely know what the other is capable of. All right, what's coming up next? Player one will have their
Demonio, ¿cómo yo?
They can't do anything now. Going in. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player KO.
Va a fallar el combo.
Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants. Smart play to stop the opponent. Demon Raid, good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. All right, what's coming up next? Looks like they both relied a lot on their drive arms. How will they manage their drive gauges? Experiencing burnout. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Jumps. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Zones with the fireball. So, what's next? Jumps in. Just goes for it.
¡No!
Medium kick hits. Corrects them.
Álvaro en la esquina me metió de nuevo.
The stun is there. Whoa, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Uses their drive gauge. Bumps up. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? All the throws connects. Leads them air to air. Amazing. Reads the jump in perfectly. Both absolutely refusing to give up.
Super hard to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Looking to remove him from the sentence with Imperium's head.
Keeps them out. Noticeable life lead. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Changes the pace with the fire.
Bye bye.
Awesome.
Álvaro, me va a meter 3-0.
Made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Shuts that down with a parry. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Blocks the jump in. Starts off zoning with fireballs. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're taking tons of damage. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Holds out with a block. All right, what's coming up next?
¿Cómo me la bloqueó?
Chases them down.
That's a little game for the
Álvaro. Álvaro, vio esa.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night.
Gasté la barra ahí en vez de
Get away with it.
ahorrármela.
Jumps up. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Projectile to try and change the situation. The jump in is denied. The quarter makes
Álvaro.
blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. A quick breather. Blocks it. Teleport. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Saw that coming. There's the wall spot. They can't do anything now. Going in. Player 2, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to kick. What's next? Throws him. Player 2 is by
Nice! Bárbaro. Yo pensé que no me mataba.
got hands to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Y yo sospeché que iba a tirar eso. Yo dije, eso no me va a dar. Vamos allá. Buena, Robert, buena. Está durísimo, Robert.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Are you ready?
Wait.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Blocks the jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. The jump in is denied. Drive reversals can get you out of tough jams like that. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Oh, no, gracias por ese like,
The
Robert.
life gap opening up. They need to lean hard on their drive usage. Both players on life support, but that drive difference could be huge. Taking stock.
Bárbaro, lo agarró.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Decides to buff up while they can. Gets the jump in. Player 1 has the life advantage. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Gets a risky buff in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. A quick breather. Oh, the throw connects. Ooh, there's a side impact finish. It was more than enough.
It all comes down to this.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. Breaks the block with a throw. Oh my, the throw tank. Which part? The super doesn't hit. Overhead.
Ah, pues se lo comió, Robert.
Okay, here we go. Fights back with authority. What are they gonna? Solid anti-air. Oh, rails them with the gladius. The pace quickens after trading hits. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Meets them air to air. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Links it. Player 1 can't forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn. Player 1 with throw is denied. What a read.
Robert, ¿qué es lo que tú estás esperando, Robert? Ahí, ya mátalo. Yo no sé qué te esperaba para eso.
Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of
Are you ready? Fight!
They exchange blows. There's an overdrive shorty. Checks him with the projectile. Big counters. Player 2 chases them down. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Taking stock. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Uses the parry.
Ay, ay, amigo. Ay, ay, ay. Se lo comió lo mismo, mira.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
We'll decide if that'll turn. Fight!
¿Qué pasó, Robert? ¿Qué
This round is
pasó?
so
Ya.
important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Sticks the jump in. Oh, burnout triggered. Uses the game.
Mierda, pero Robert está...
Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it?
Ay, ya le tiene la D, dice. Ay, ay,
Player
ay.
1 has
No, pero
empty
Robo está fuerte.
This is a very precarious
Mira, mira.
situation.
Ay, Dios. Ay,
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball.
no te dejas acercar, Ay, 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 ya te dio feo, te dio feo.
Their will to win.
Te dio feo. Del día.
Well, listen,
Pero Robo está necio.
you're locked in. That
Robo
was
está
a
necio,
decisive
mira.
win.
Se la culió ese super.
Are you ready?
Robo está necio, ¿y qué?
We see our fighters feel each other out.
Ahí,
Just
boom.
fly in this opening round.
Me rompió la cara en el
Nice
piso.
tag.
Oh, man, el pecho.
The life-
Te cogió la esquina otra vez. Ay,
Still slugging it out here. Starts with a jump in. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown.
Se desesperó, Robin. Pero y es que la trata de tirar algo ahí.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Both throw their hands a little bit.
¿Será que vienen todos para atrás?
Of a counter. Gets carried to the corner.
¿Será que vienen todos para atrás? Yo nunca usaba el drive reverse ese. No tengo que aprender a usar esa mierda, yo no sé. Ni lo he practicado nunca, no sé cómo se
Holds up
hace.
with the block. Both fighters planning something?
Me imagino que igual que
Tumble with the Phillip.
compa está grande y puño grande.
Pushes out of the corner with a drive reversal.
Ajá, como el mismo drive reverse así. Standard reverse.
Burnout activated.
Ay, peligro.
Barely
Ya
blocks the
se
jump
jodió, se
Takes
jodió.
in the throw.
¿Será que vienen todos para atrás? Ay, ¿será
On
que
how
vienen
a
todos?
solid neutral game wins matches.
Solo corre, no juega pussy. Ay. No, pero juega, pero juega.
Which one of them will let their fist
Mira,
to the
eso.
top?
Para atrás y para adelante, para atrás y para adelante. Ahí.
Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meters. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. A drive rush to try and keep
Tiene unos
up the
combitos
attack.
asesinos, Robin.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is just
Ay,
about
sí,
out
no.
of drive after that. Will they be able to manage what little drive gains there? Knockdown.
¿Será que vienen todos para atrás? ¿Será que
Projectile to try and change the situation. Good job blocking the jumpers. They're showing us just how
Ay,
Player
viene
2
peligro.
creates a
Te
good
metió a la esquina, te jodiste.
closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it.
Te jodiste, no hay forma. Robin coja uno a la
On
esquina
the
y
board
es
first with the
difícil.
win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps,
Un asesino.
brings it all together. Barely blocks the
Ay.
jump in. Player 1 will look, their timing was on.
Perfect parry.
That perfect carry may lead to something.
Buen combo.
Grab,
Ay,
throws it away.
¿Dónde va? Dice.
Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna
Te fuiste, no falla ese combo.
burnout?
No falla ese maldito
Rest
combo.
with this super,
El diablo.
and this looks like it's gonna kill.
No falla ese
It
combo.
is. They knew.
Ahora la bestia medio feo ayer, déjame ver.
There's the low
la bestia medio.
There's the
La
burnout.
bestia ayer.
Player 1 is in burnout.
La bestia ayer medio feo. No, no,
Close it out and stop.
Ey, déjame clicar ese ritmo.
Carries them all the way to the corner.
Robert, pero dale, Robert, ¿qué pasó? Dale. La bestia medio feo ayer. Y que muy maco, solo corre muy maco. Pero no, pero te ganó. La cuestión es ganar, la cuestión es ganar aquí.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and
Nada
are
más te dejó ver
ready.
una.
Who's going to come
No
out
te
on top
apures,
of
que
this
chulo le va
fight?
a dar ya,
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile.
Álvaro.
Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What's the play here? You can use a drive push like that there to maintain the pressure. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Oh, burnout on both sides? Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage
Álvaro.
of everything that's happened up until now? Dashes forward. Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 needs to use the credit springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm.
Diablo, me la ganó a mí, Álvaro.
Player 1 turning it right up.
Me va a matar.
Super.
Still alive? Still alive?
Hanging by a thread. Just needs one final push.
Mierda, ahí sí me
We're going
desesperé.
into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Opens with a fireball. Connects with the throw. Checks with a medium kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Solid anti-air. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. This is a
Diablo, pero me alcanzó.
break. What's next? Somehow throws them. Drive rush. They're in range. We're gonna see it. This can lead to some big damage. Player
No, de nuevo.
that wall spot. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that. Gotta do better than that. Close range impact squash. Excellent block. Knocks him out of the air. Player 2 can't use any drop. This is gonna be
Váyase ya.
Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we
Máximo,
could
tú eres un maco con ese rayín, pero yo no estoy jugando con rayín. Yo estoy jugando con Akuma.
Time for that run back. Drops him hard.
¡Oh! No le bloqueé esa.
Connects with medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes for the throw.
Álvaro.
Pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in.
No.
Gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Vamos a ver ahora.
Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to take.
¡No! ¿Cómo falló eso?
Neither fighter can use their drive.
¿Cómo yo fallo eso ahí? Nene.
Player 1.
Yo creo que cuando yo
with a
esté en
big
burnout ese
round
combo
pickup.
no.
And
Yo voy a
they
tener que
close it
practicar
out.
eso. Yo siempre que pido ese combo en burnout, yo tengo que ese
Immediate jumping. This round
como
is
yo
so
creo que no
important.
cometa.
You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 can build off this lead. Parries the projectile. Which of these fighters are going to get the SA gauge advantage here? A quick breather. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Looking for a chance. Checks him with the projectile. Blocks across him. Good. Hits him with a stop.
Mojo.
Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Big opportunity now in this corner. Experiencing burnout. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Hits the overthrow throw out of the tunnel. Going in. Drops them. Charges up the platform.
¡Oh! ¡Me pegó! Álvaro. Salté eso y me pegó.
Let's see if
Tenía-
they can
yo
build
podía
themselves a
bloquearla.
streak.
Y la bloqueaba y le daba feo ahí. Bien. Traté de saltarla.
They're still
Pensé que
hungry.
yo tenía que estar burnout
Stepping
todavía.
up for the rematch.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Utilizes an overdrive arc there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Adds on a bit extra to that to adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes up the win with the projectile. Good read.
Vamos,
Player
García.
2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Jumps up. Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown springs forward with the drive rush. Throws a fireball. From up piston leads to some big damage. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Fireball into the corner. Their truck pumps nothing but air. Player one will look to apply pressure. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That was the highest if I've ever. We're going into the final round.
Oye, no le puedo hacer un drive
Fighter
impact.
has it in them to grind
No
out
te
the
volvió
win.
todito, el mismo solo le puede pegar.
Nice fireball. Jumps in. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This is gonna hurt.
We use adamant, please look out.
Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
I hope you're not a lightweight because one stick head cup is enough to ether you.
Player one can't win this without wall slam. What a finish!
Voy ahí, para que me lo devuelva
Player
ahora.
two made all the right moves.
Ella anda
This
acechando.
experience is
Sí,
gonna make them
para que me lo
strong.
devuelva ahí en la esquina.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Checks him with the projectile.
Álvaro.
Neither of them willing to back off. Denies the attack
Bárbaro.
and trips him up. Player one chases.
Leo, pero y me pega la esquina así. Ese es el lío.
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effect.
Mira,
Cleans up the round.
no, uno solo le puede pegar y no sé cómo en la esquina.
Player one
De todo lo
picks
que
up the
hemos
first
jugado.
round.
Uno solo.
That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Will decide if that turn.
Immediate jump in. Shoots off a fireball up close. Parries to cancel the fireball. Spends the gauge in the drive rush.
Mierda.
Jumps in. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Manages to block the jump in attack. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Player 15
Mira.
Goes with the pass, a bit of OD fight.
No! No!
Bro did some juicy damage. The low kick hit. Any mistake here.
Mira eso, siempre me pega en la esquina.
Finish.
Yo no sé cómo es la distancia para pegarme en la esquina.
Oh, let's see if they can build
Siempre
themselves
me
a
choca en la
streak.
esquina. Álvaro. Buena.
Another rematch. These two are really getting it. Zones with the fireball. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Leo, ¿cómo le tiré esa pata grande?
Unscathed. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Opts for the throw. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Lots of aggression from both sides. Decides to meet them in the air. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Vamos a ver si me va a dar Álvaro.
Player two picks up the always
Se
important
me embaló desde que estaba en burnout.
drive boosted Hadou. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still very early in the round. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters planning something? Still scrapping for control of the space. Keeping them away. Parries the projectile. Bending that drive gauge. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. So, what's next? Gets the jump in. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Their spacing is so on.
Bárbaro, me cogió ahí.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Looks to add more pressure by parrying the projectile. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of. This is gonna hurt. Low heavy. Plenty of health. Full gauge stages. Let's go. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Shows off a parry. Meets them air to air. Reads the jump in perfectly.
¡No! ¿Cuándo yo tiré eso?
These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Gets into perfect fireball range. Jump! Oh my
Demonio.
God!
Mira eso, mira eso.
Amazing! Goes to the air.
Oh, ¿qué pasó? No me digas que se va a desconectar el juego ahí.
Who will set the bait at this range?
Ah, se va a tumbar el juego, se va a tumbar el juego. Mira esa vaina.
Now, find a new rival.
Mierda. Me sacó para mí a mí fue. Mándame una invitación porque no me va a dar, yo no creo que puedo entrar, déjame ver. Y no miré la clave por si acaso. Ok, voy para allá.
Fighting ground. Online. Custom room.
Esa pelea iba a apretar ahí, iba apretadísimo. Iba a apretar. Dale, que te toca a ti, dale, está bien. Dale, que te toca. Oh, Robert, dale tú con tu video. Dale, Robert. Máximo Castillo dice que eche paso. Robert, dale. Robert no le está dando, ¿y qué fue? Le voy a tener que dar yo entonces. Robert, dale. ¿Qué fue? Cuidado, ahí fue a Robert que lo tumbó también la conexión. No, pero está ahí. Robert dice, ¿qué fue? Dale usted ahora, vengo ahora. Ah, ok, está bien. Está bien, le di yo.
A new warrior has entered the ring.
Iba a apretar ahí esa pelea, pero
They're
me
all
fallaron mucha
fired
vaina.
up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Álvaro.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Decides to go in with the target combo. Knockdown. Player one chases him down. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Taking stock. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Will the night of battle turn? Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for upper jump, springs forward with the drive rush. Still very fires off the Shinku Hadouken.
No!
Fighters are scrambling to figure out how to gain some meter here. Still trying to get out at this range. Breaks those shins. Jumps up. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Both fighters
Álvaro.
took him to the end of the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Last
Me
round.
fallaron un par de vainitas ahí.
Fighters gotta go all in from this point.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
This is it. Ooh, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Throws him. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Blocks the low kick. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Shows off a parry. Anti-air in the clutch.
Nice, de nuevo.
Keeps cool and locks them out. They were sitting in the theater for this
mató ahí.
super art. This is gonna
Esa vaina le
no.
pone a Kuma a llorar. Le quita pila de sangre. Pila de sangre le quita eso.
That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback.
play hide and seek.
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Throws him down.
Buena, buena.
Right, what's coming up next? Gets the knockdown, and now gets the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. That drive impact doesn't get through.
Burnout.
Demonio!
That's the change.
Jumps in. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna be
Bárbaro.
a quick breather. They
¡No! ¡Oh! ¿Por qué tiré los
Player takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Me desesperé.
Battle turn. Fight!
Gets scooped from down low. Medium kick. Just out of range for that throw. Big exchange blows. The low heavy is denied.
Hits the overall throw out of the teleport.
What'll happen here? Max SA gauges. Springs forward with the drive rush. Low heavy. Medium.
¡No! De nuevo. Jesus.
Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler.
Ay, no puede ser que me mate. Ahí sí no.
Willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash-winning damage they need. Can this drive bring them back?
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó ahí?
Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. Get them with a quick jump
Lo,
kick.
pero esa distancia, bárbaro.
And it's to both of our fighters. They put on a real
Tiré una bola y la barredora me alcanzó. Si no,
both sides step
a media pantalla y la barredora me alcanzó.
anti-air drops. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. The low is denied. Neither of them
¡No! Mira, el delay.
goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Beautiful setup with that attack. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Looking to impress with this super. Genius read. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Comes from behind to pin the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Immediate dumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. What's the next move? Shuts that down with a parry. You've gotta be much. Springs forward with the drive. Knockdown and medium kick. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Genius read. Do they have enough drive gauge? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Experiencing burnout. That's a counter. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
No cookout complete without a Kyrian damage.
Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Connects with medium kick. Checks him with a projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Opts for the throw. Knockdown. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. The drive impact.
¡No! Esa patada no era.
Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Taking stock. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Lots of distance here.
¡No! ¡Me mató!
At this range.
¡Me mató! ¡Feo!
Player one hits
Álvaro.
They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Álvaro.
Goes for the jump into structure.
No, are you?
Stop, go.
Come
They
on.
piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Connects with medium system. Gets the jump in. They return to center stage. Hits them with the fire. A quick breather. Their life is hanging by a thread. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player two with the whip not going anywhere. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Player one will look to apply pressure.
No, no lo mató la bola de fuego.
Amazing KO.
No lo mató la bola de fuego ahí cuando se
This is
sobó.
the final round.
Voy a
Expect to
aprender,
see
pero...
some fireworks.
Prende.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
¿Cómo? ¿Qué sabe ganar la de Akuma?
Looks to add more pressure by carrying the projectile. Drive rush to keep it going. Player one needs to wait this out. Blocks the low kick. What now? Drive rush. Player one connects with the throw. Player one with the rhythm.
¡No! ¡Bárbaro!
Gotta hand it
Tiré
to both
puño
of our
chiquito y
fighters.
me canceló
They put on a
con
real
un
fight
agarre.
for us.
Buenísima, buenísima. Ahora la bestia me dio feo ayer. El de 7 trayó. yo iba a saltar, pero dije no. Tiré un puño chiquito. Yo dije con el puño chiquito le doy, pero ya, un agarre le quitó el poder del puño chiquito. Bueno, vamos a ver un mirror match. Ahora la bestia me dio feo ayer. La bestia me dio feo ayer. Eso hay que verlo. Eso hay que verlo lo que la bestia me hizo ayer. Eso hay que verlo lo que la bestia me hizo. Me dio por súper feo. Yo no entiendo cómo él me dio con esa vaina ahí. Miren eso, miren eso. Miren eso ahí. ¿Qué ustedes opinan de esa vaina ahí? Eso es increíble. Increíble lo que me hizo. Increíble. Yo no sé cómo él pudo tirar ese crítico ahí. La verdad que no entiendo cómo él pudo tirar ese crítico. No entiendo cómo pudo. Él dice que tiene. Ok, te voy a invitar, te voy a invitar. Te voy a invitar ahora. Te voy a invitar ahora.
Jumps up. Drive rush to keep it going.
Déjame invitarte.
Now, find a new rival.
Pero tú estás offline, bestia. Tú estás offline, ¿cómo te voy a invitar? Si dice que tú estás fuera de línea.
It's a mirror match. There's going to be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Just goes for it at this range. Carries it all the way to the corner in one go. Player one, all in with a rush. Breaks it off. Oh, huge hit. Blocks it. Sticks out a kick. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now.
Robert se sabe la distancia para pegarse en la pared. Un abusador.
Player one, raw super hard incoming.
Esperado.
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Fifth drive rush. Gotta do better than that. There's an overdrive Hadouken. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace.
Ay, lo esperaron. Bien brillo.
Player one. We're finally ready to begin
La
this.
clave, pero te mandé la invitación.
Overdrive.
Trata 20. Dame ver cuál es la
Get
clave.
carried to the corner. Big time
Dame
back
checar
jump.
cuál es la clave. Yo creo que 21-22. Dame ya.
Now, find a new rival.
11-22. Pero yo te mandé la invitación. 11-22.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Ese que tiene un micrófono parece que es familia Sagai atrás.
Now, how are they going to use
Le
it?
dieron en el ojo también.
Can't tech the throw?
Y el
Will
otro
gain
el
control
codo
of the
versión
match
gay.
early going. Still slugging it out at this range.
No, vamos a tirar aquí. Que si tiramos abajo, entonces ellos no van a
Reads
salir
their
en
mind and
streaming.
techs the throw.
Si tiramos abajo, ellos no van a salir en streaming.
Gauge on the drive rush. Springs
Sí,
forward with the
podemos hacer
drive rush.
cambiarla primero a 2 en vez de primero a
Knockdown
3.
and
Dame ver
takes
si
the
la
opponent out of the air.
Dame
This is a
cambiarla
chance to
primero a 2.
dictate the pace.
Ah, ya yo no soy dueño de la
They're
sala.
cooking up something.
Yo creo que ahora el dueño de la sala. Déjame ver, yo era el dueño de la sala, pero ya yo creo que el dueño de la sala, si no me equivoco.
Now, find a new rival.
Yo no la puedo cambiar. El dueño de la sala ahora es Robert o Unforgiven. Uno de ellos dos es el dueño de la sala. Cuando ustedes salgan, cambien la sala primero a 2. Yo fui el que la hice, pero
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Es mucho, sí, que la cambien primero a 2.
Drive boosted Hago. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line.
Yo creo que Unforgiven
Still plenty of time left. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. This is the idea. Springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen? Connects with the throw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Throw is denied. This is a
Diablo, por ahí le dieron a Robert lo que es.
Will this be enough to kill?
¿Cómo que se lo va a matar?
That was enough to kill?
Chequen a ver cuál de ustedes es el dueño, el que controla la sala. Robert, chequea a ver si eres tú o Unforgiven. Chequea a ver cuál de ustedes. Todavía no ha pasado.
We're finally
¿Cuál de
ready to
ustedes
begin
es
this
el que
long-awaited
controla la
fight.
sala?
Our players look primed and ready.
Cuando pase la pelea.
Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Close them. What's next? Hold your breath.
Pero Robert tiene una visión.
Will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off. In a dire twist is a huge chance to make a feel it. Can't tech the throw?
¡Ay, se sobó!
Player 1.
¡Ay, ay, ay! ¿Cómo no me perdió esa pelea ahí?
Player
Para
1
abajo y
picks
ya.
up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Super on deck for both. Springs forward with the drive rush. Neither of them willing to back off. Gets experiencing burnout. Oh, they're in the corner. Shinku Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. All in with the rush. Looking for a chance. Attempts to break the stalemate with the front legs in. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on. This is gonna hurt. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Excellent damage on that. Picks up the counter. This is going all in with a rush. Okay, here we froze them. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Were they looking to connect with overdrive art from this situation? With super arts into play, it's really anything to shreds that off. Uses some drive to super art to show what it is do for you. Wants to close it out in style. Isn't enough.
Hoy no lo mató. Ay, pero ya si sabe qué hacer, lo mata ahí.
Can they still take the round? Willing to risk it for the overdrive.
¡Uy, perfect parry, barbarazo! poco la deja caer Robe ahí, pero qué bárbaro. Eso era lo que necesitaba hacer Perfect Power.
The first round begins.
Ya, yo tenía que clicar esa.
For nationals, it's time to go all in. Reacts to the throw. Goes for the drive rush there. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Knockdown. It's not over. Decides to go in with the target combo. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets the crosser. Side switch with the back throw. Looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Shoots off a fireball up close. Holds out with a block. Taking stock. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. The jumping is denied. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? With the throw.
Ya, que lo cogió ahí.
Big punish counter. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Grabs him. Lots of luck. Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters are working. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one in dire straits with burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Ah, pero Robin nos aprovecha, lo va a dejar llenar.
Use any drive moves without burning out.
Lo va a dejar llenar.
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Max SA gauges.
Lo va a matar esa pata bárbaro.
Chance to score.
Y es que Robin no sabe cómo contradecirle esa pata bárbaro. Robin, tú no sabes cómo.
Perfectly.
Yo quisiera que me haga esa a mí así, que me la haga varias veces.
Jumps. Ooh, what a smart
Se van a
throw.
llevar a Robin.
Maybe keeping up.
Mira, para mí que se lo llevó, pero yo no vi cuál ganó. Se lo llevó, sí. Ah, ¿cuál de ustedes es el dueño de la sala? Para que cambien. Déjame ver cómo yo le doy para atrás. No le dé. Es que es dueño de la sala. Si es, yo no sé cuál es. Vete, espérate, vete. Cambien la sala primero a dos. Espérate, vete. Era un foguito que le tocaba. Era un foguito, vete, que le tocaba. Deja que le cambie la sala. Cambien la sala primero a dos. Deja que yo cambie, vete, y me toca a mí con él. Robert, espérate, Robert, que usted perdió, Robert. Era un foguito y a mí que me toca. Porque, ya la cambiaron, ok. Dale, un foguito, que haga un foguito conmigo. No sean, y después le toca a la bestia. Y ahora le toca a la bestia, sí, no sean así. Él le está haciendo el favor de cambiar la sala. Si no sabe los pros y los contras de un propio personaje, está feo para la foto. Dice, ay, ¿cómo no le digas eso a
About just
Robert?
winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here.
Pero sí, pero le hizo esa patada como 10 veces. Oye, Robert, no te lo digo después, pero... pero eso se
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player two with the life lead. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Not shy of the grab. Takes a trip. The throw misses. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some perfect.
¿Dónde va?
Takes the round
¿Dónde
without
va?
getting touched. Player
¿Me va a quedar ahí?
two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. Combo with
La
the
está esperando ahí.
got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Orbital hit! Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Zones with the fire. Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping at this range. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered. That's the little game for the stop.
¿Cómo así?
Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh my God! What a super action!
¡Bárbaro! ¡Bárbarazo! Yo pensé que me iba a tirar un golpe.
Final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Pensé que me iba a tirar un golpe ahí.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Back dash to start. They're not taking any chances. The low kick hit. Hits the orbital throw out of the tunnel. Player two can build off this lead. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground.
Carries them all the way to the corner in one go.
What's next? Sets up with the jump in. Low heavy. Perfect tech. The jump in is enough. Holy.
Damn!
Punish counter sets the table. Both sides getting ready.
The low's blocked. The low. Not in range for the low. There's a burnout.
Nice, bárbaro.
Player one, no way they did that. No hesitation.
Pásame esa, ven.
Hit them with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation.
Pásame esa, ven.
About
Pásame esa, chulín.
Master of the fist.
Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game.
No way we could have called that.
Player 2.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Scuff them.
Adds a bit of OD spice. Orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek.
Pokes with a medium kick. Neither of them willing to back off. Knockdown. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Anything could happen here. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Nice.
Them with a target. Very solid corner switch.
Bárbaro. Bárbaro.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek.
Projectile to try and change the situation.
Medium kick. Teleport hits the orbital throw out of the teleport.
What'll happen here? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. They exchange blows. They were
Nice.
to be on guard there. Max looking to
Calderón 3, abusador.
Marisa delivering the goddess of the hunt. Heavy damage incoming.
They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know their time.
No, bárbaro.
Carry may lead to something. Player roll burnout. Did they mean to do that? Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Demonio, buenísima.
Player one brings it.
¿Qué pasó?
home.
Se fue Robert.
Let's see if they can build themselves a
Salió
streak.
Robert.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
Off the represent hits the orbital throw out of the teleport.
Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. A nice chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? Got their eye on the air. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one will have to fight back here without any drop. Burnout activates. Doesn't let him in there. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a
Vamos ya.
psychological advantage.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight!
Checking their reactions with a fireball. The orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek.
Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need
Agarra, bárbaro.
fireball from very long. What's next here? They both have full drive gauges to work with.
Top hits the
Agarra, bárbaro.
What'll happen here? Player two will look to apply pressure here.
Bárbaro.
Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Both fighters planning some throw.
Damn.
Player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Demon Raid? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Uses their drive gauge. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on.
Great kick.
Only a
Damn, barbarazo. Y ese come vaca. Me mató. Linda. La mamá me pegó un solo puño y confirmó. Con un solo golpe confirmar, bárbaro.
It all comes
Barbarazo. Una sola confirmación y ya.
Who's going to steal this with knockdown? Here comes the mix-up. Connects with medium kick. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 needs it the low block. Here comes the corner pressure. Drops him hard. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Target alone. Putting the cherry on top.
Tampoco no vamos a aguantar eso tampoco para terminarlo.
Not one bit about it. Player 1, can you connect with the throw? Oh, drive rush. Toothbrushes open the
Tampoco vamos a aguantarse para la final, ¿no? Oh, pero el Churu va a seguir aguantando, ¿vale?
straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath.
Sí, te estaba aguantando para la final esa. Así no. ¿Qué pasó que te fuiste? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Te saliste? Yo quería verte con la bestia ahí, porque la bestia... ¿Y qué pasó? La bestia también se fue. Dime, Roy, ahí, ¿qué pasó? Ah, va a comer, ok, está todo. Mira, el juego se quedó pisado.
New warrior has entered the ring.
Yo me voy a tener que poner a jugar el rango para subir. Ah, Robert, la misma. Déjame invitar a Robert. Bueno, Robert ya va a tener que esperar que pase la pelea. Deja que pase. O
What are we going
entra,
to
la
see
invitación es la
transpire
misma,
between these
Robert.
fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Ah, está bien, pero es la misma invitación, Robert. Pero si no, la clave es 1122.
All right, first round.
Dale, vete a los amigos tuyos,
Checks with the projectile.
a la gente que tú sigues. Dale a la clave 2022. A mí 1122 es la clave.
Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. No good up high. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Combo with KO.
Yo trato de meterle ahí, cuando está como cargando para atrás, yo siempre pienso que eso se le da.
They'll want to
Y
keep
siempre
the
me da ahí,
on.
pum, con el puñito ese cargado.
Goes for the
Ese mismo.
start the round. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
Ya, porque tiene una vida del carajo.
Brushes that off and keeps going.
Mira ahí, ¿cómo que se me cae ese combo? Y yo estoy dándole, eso es lo que yo no entiendo.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Off the reposition.
Ya, porque tiene una vida del carajo. Me mató.
Ends the
Yo no
round.
sé cómo él ve eso.
Combo.
En realidad no entiendo cómo él lo ve. Pero
Player 1 took no
eso
time.
ahí mimito que
to
estaba por ahí, ¡pa! Y él lo ve.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 with the life lead.
Uy, mala mía.
There's a corner switch. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Denies the attack, and that's some big juicy damage on that counter. Taking stock. What's their game plan?
No, mira, ¿cómo lo bloqueó?
Can end the round now.
Y él dice que no son combos. Él dice que eso no son combos, que yo lo dejo
Player
caer. Pero
1 on the
carajo,
board
esos
first
combos se
with the
caen.
win. They'll want to keep the
¿Cómo que
pressure
esos
on.
combos se están cayendo? Sí, yo estoy dando ahí mismo.
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Obito hit. Kumo looking to play hide and seek. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Looking for a chance. A super art? The super doesn't hit. The path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. This is
Mira.
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Yes, sir. More damage, please.
¡No! ¿Cómo me agarró ahí?
Oh, here we go.
¡No! ¡Uy, bárbaro! Le tiré el drive in y se me dio con un agarre.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Debí sospechar en eso. Buena, buena. Debí sospecharme que el agarre me iba a coger el drive impact. Yo no salgo con la bestia, vamos a ver. Me metió como 3 agarres ese bárbaro. Yo tengo que cuidarme más de los agarres. Él le gusta agarrar mucho y esperar que yo tire la zancadilla grande para tirarme el drive. Esos son los dos bañitas de él. Yo me la sé, pero que se me olvida. Mira, una patada y un agarre, él siempre te hace eso. Y viene cogiendo una patadita y camina para agarrar. Y yo me lo sé, pero se me olvida darle al botón.
Box him with a target combo. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into.
Ahora, yo no sé cómo él dice que esa mujer me está rompiendo los combos. Yo no sé cómo carajo ella está rompiendo los combos.
Sets the tone with that win.
A veces dice que yo lo dropeo, pero coño.
Changes the pace with an air.
Yo le estoy dando los botones. Si fuera una vaina que fuera de que dándole a la palanca o algo, pues la mejor los botones. Después de la pata grande, la más que siempre me está rompiendo.
Taking stock.
Yo tengo que ver por qué, si es un glitch o algo que yo estoy haciendo.
Onto that corner advantage. Knockdown and jumps up.
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump into
In there.
Player 1 took no time to fit.
Yo le doy a la vez, que no te preocupes, yo le doy ahora.
Timing down to business.
Es la primera. No más tengo que hacer chance. Él siempre hace casi lo mismo. Lo que pasa es que yo
Win with the target combo.
estoy cargado, mira, yo sabía.
Parry was successful. Player 2 in that danger.
Y va a venir con el puño cargado.
Will this super art connect? Player 2 has used up all
Lo
of
que
their
pasa es
drive.
que yo no se me olvida cómo castigar eso.
Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy
Puño
game.
cargado.
Getting his KO. Player 1
Porque
picks
ese
up the
puño
first
quita más.
round.
Y
That'll give them a
especialmente
psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. Jumps up, checks that.
Ahora él tiene unos perfect parry que
Now
ni
they
el
can go on the
guiache.
offensive.
Esos perfect parry de la VideoGamesNYC se lo...
Player 1 chases them down. What's the next move? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? This is the ideal range to utilize
Mira,
fireball.
mira cómo se zafa.
Doesn't miss a beat. Okay, they trade hits. Looking for it.
Ahora yo no sé a quién, yo no sé a quién Robert cuánto le conferencia la venta.
They're laying into each other. Are they going to be KO?
Lo mató a Chiquillo, ponerse rápido.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps up. Dashes.
Ay, le van a dar feo ahí.
Target combo.
Ay, dejó caer el combo.
They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Blocks the low kick. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Oh, they switch sides. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Burns out.
Se jodió ahí. Ahí sí le van a dar feo a la bestia. Si Robert sabe le da feo. ¡Ay!
Player 2 with the throws.
Okay.
How long can this offensive assault continue?
Lo cogió la bestia. La bestia necio.
Take a seat. The
¡Ay!
Are you
Lo
kidding me?
mató. Oye, eso es que Robert dura mucho y puso eso crítico. Robert dura mucho y puso eso crítico. Pero yo a la bestia lo estoy estudiando de hace días. Es mi papá hasta que yo lo agarre.
Has entered the ring.
Hasta que yo lo agarre y le dé una pela. Es que a mí se me olvida siempre lo que está haciendo. Pero él está haciendo la misma vaina todo el tiempo. Él está haciendo siempre lo mismo.
HP max. Side quest done, and the skill tree is fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
50 de MS. ¿Cómo así? 150 de MS.
Player 2.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in.
No, le tiré segundo. Tú ves, yo tengo una más que tirar uno y no dos ahí.
Grabs a solid advantage after that big combo. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation.
Mierda.
Okay.
Mierda, me brincó eso.
Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Vamos a jugarle más calma. Jugarle más calma.
They exchange blows. Who's going to start things off? Big low reaching heavy. Throws him. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two has a slight life lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range.
Mira, diablo, se zafó.
Owns with the fireball. Looks to add more pressure by parrying the projectile. Overall hit. Kuma looking to play hide and seek. It's a good spot.
Vamos a ver si ese combo no se va a pegar de ahí.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Balance from
Dejé
above.
caer ese maldito combo ahí.
Medium kick. Solid anti-air. They're in range. Crowns them from above.
Damn, no puedo hacer perfecto. Entonces ahí.
This is a bad kick.
Mira, mira.
Laying the pressure on Finn. Player one with the rhythm. Oh,
Diablo, lo vio.
Player two has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Oh my, the throat tag. What? Plus anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Who will set the bait at this range? Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Hadouken! The low kick hit. They were sitting on their feet for this super arm.
Era el level 3 que le tenía que hacer.
And this is the period again. Player two with the rhythm owning that space. Holds it in the corner. Big gauge difference here. And both fighters can this drive bring them back in.
No, ese puño. Damn, yo le tiré fue Raging Demon ahí, no me salió.
Definitely
Yo
sweating.
le hice Raging Demon, pero estaba sobando. El Raging Demon le había dado fuego ahí.
It's not over yet.
Paquito. Fue el Raging Demon que yo le tiré a ese bárbaro.
Shakes knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Dashes. Balance from above.
No, el Oyuken brillo.
Corner opportunity. Taking stock. Goes for the throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some.
Mira, demonio, ¿cómo vio eso? Alguien que me explique cómo lo vio, porque eso
Can't
fue.
afford mistakes without that drive game. Hits the overall throw out of the tunnel. No escape.
¿Cómo vio esa vaina ahí?
Player
eso
two
fue.
hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Ese tipo
Ooh,
tiene una.
looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick. Still very early in the round. Long range fireball to break the silence. Still
Damn, la
at this
recupera.
range. Smart
Jesus.
play with the throw.
¡No! Mira, mira, ¿cómo ves? Alguien que me explique cómo que lo ve.
Drive impact. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, there
Me mató ahí. Yo quiero saber cómo él ve esa vaina ahí.
no doubt about it.
Y no solo cómo él lo ve, cómo él va a decir, coño, el Guardian también se ve ahí. Porque eso fue el gran gol que yo tiré el Guardian.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all
Es
in
que
from
tiene
this.
algo raro.
Comes down to this.
Start think. How did they read that throw?
Mira, y tiene un perfect fire que. Mira.
Very changed the momentum of the
Diablo.
Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player two is it the low's blocked. Looking for a hole. Baits out the low kick.
A jump? Drops that off. They've got about half life left. Whoa! Putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. The super takes the forward run. Low heavy, but no go. Okay, here we go. The brain on this fighter to fit for the counter in that situation.
A ver, para que me lo tire ahí también, me devuelva. Ahora para que me devolviera ahí.
Is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Dale para acá.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Solid anti-air. Orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Player 2 can build off this lead. They caught their eye on the air. Goes for the fireball. Deftly shuts out the jumper. What's the play here? Uses the target combo to
Y es
take
que yo
a
creo que constantemente tiene como un delay, pero
taking stock. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The attack is parried. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. From up above, heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Holds out with the block. Oh, burnout triggered. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. KO.
Álvaro.
Player 1 picks up the always important
Álvaro.
They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight!
Orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Caught in the crosser. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Jump? What's the
Mira,
move?
demonio.
Player 2 can build off this lead. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 1 will look to apply. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. It's a good spot to use the super. Big anime vibe. Period then. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Life drops them hard. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Will this super art do anything? Great job in this game. Just what they were after. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
It comes down to this. Fight!
Getting out of dodge. Looking to terrorize those organs with orbital. Throws a fireball. What are they gonna do? Solid anti-air.
No, esa no. Me daba una y yo siempre le doy la segunda.
What now? Player 1 is in a very
Mira eso.
They got a feast on this chance. Throws them. These guys are not giving each other raw super hard incoming. Catches them out. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Oh, damn.
No lo mata, que no lo mata. Oh, yo pensé que no lo iba a matar. Yo pensé que no lo iba a
They're
matar.
dead. What a way to
No lo iba a
close it
matar,
out.
Álvaro.
Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win.
Nos jalamos los moños, sí. Nos jalamos los moños. Te dije a ti que a la vez te la más que estudiando. A la vez te, porque te hace casi siempre lo mismo. Ese crítico 2, yo no me lo esperaba ahí. Tuve suerte que no me agarró. Pero yo no me lo esperaba ahí. Pero cuando yo estoy en burnout,
Fighters are ready to get down to
ya yo lo
it. So
espero.
let's start the match and see what
Y
these
esta cerca
warriors are
siempre lo
capable
espero,
of.
pero ahí yo no me lo esperaba.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Lots of aggression.
Diablo, ¿cómo rayos me acuerdo?
Goes to the overdrive. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? Holds out with the block. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Demonio.
Great work finding the opening. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart.
One combo can end this round. Oh no, they're stunned. Wraps it up with a decisive.
Eso es lo que yo tengo que aprenderme en la pared. ¿Cuál es el combo que no
On the
tengo que
board
hacer?
first with the
La
win.
vez que siempre me coge.
To keep the pressure on.
Hay un combo que se rompe.
Jumped it. Fires off an overdrive. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Gets scooped from down low. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something. Anti-air drops him. Oh, they're in the corner now. Oh,
Mira eso. Ya, no sabía que yo le iba a tirar eso después de eso.
a juicy punish counter. Full FA meters on grounds them from above. Third out. Expect the tempo of the match to hit. What a finish!
Fallé yo el combo ahí.
Here's the final round.
Fallé yo ese combo ahí, vale.
Now. Hit the drive. Who's
Mira.
feels his win?
En delay me dio.
Right up with a super. Dude,
Tiró un golpe y yo le tiré y después me dio en delay.
came to see you.
Diablo, ya yo tengo, mira, un 60% de energía me ha quitado.
Jump, drop them hard. It
Demon.
back into the guard break. Player two may be able to close it out.
No, pero
Gotta hand it to both of our
me
fighters.
quita
They put
él.
on a real clinic for
Voy a
us.
cambiar el control. Me quitó pila de energía.
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Blocks. Shoots off a fireball up close. Strings it all together.
Mira esa vaina.
Player one is just about out of drive after that. Gets back down.
Mira, no, ¿cómo es?
The move whiffs and they get nailed with the
Y
punch.
ustedes dicen que el chulo dice que usa un cheesy. El chulo usa un cheesy.
Mix up incoming. Adamant play. All right. What
Mira esa vaina.
you can. Still calls out their shot and responds with authority. In
El
there.
chulo usa un cheesy. ¿Está bien?
Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks with the medium.
Nice.
Zones with the fireball. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Showing some real tenacity. Medium kick hits. A Shogetsu. And now, dashes up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
No, bárbaro.
Uses the game for a super art. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Did not miss that chance and takes the round.
Buena lectura.
This is the final round.
Yo le dije que
Expect to
entrara,
see some
It all
fireworks.
comes down to this. Fight!
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Medium kick. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. All in with a rush. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Nowhere to run. Impact squat. Crumble from above. Player two is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Lands the super. Time for dessert. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. A jump knocked them out of the air. Noticeable life lead is a comeback snow cost hits the drive. A jump in. This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the
Oh no, me alcanzó. Dime, bárbaro.
one.
Y yo esperando eso.
Good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Bueno, yo estaba esperando eso, pues, wow, tan rápido me llegó.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Dashes forward. Keeping them away. Shoots off a fireball up close. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. A super art? Lifts them with a knee and brings them down. Both sides getting ready. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match flatlines up. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Are you ready? Fight!
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Parries the attack. The cross-up connects. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him.
Señores, después de esta me voy. Estoy con un amigo a arreglar un aire acondicionado.
This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both
Tiren ahí, yo voy a probar.
Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Player 1 has completed the KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Scrapping it out up close. Dashes. They're going for the super art. Catapults them up and brings them crashing back down. Player 1 fires off the Shinku Hadouken. A super art. Counting on the super to do the job. Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blink. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Are they going to be able to come through a burnout? That combo finishes it. Player
Me toca a mí. Ah, ya se fue Robert. Llegué tarde. En la próxima.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. can't keep track of these corner switches. The attack is parried. The jump-in is denied. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. With the life gap opening up KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Overdrive or Shoryuken for more damage. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Springs forward with the drive rush. Looking for a chance. A parry? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Throws a fireball. Boots him. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Oh, burnout triggered. Crowns them from above. They're in range. We gonna see a jump-in? A dash? Block super hard incoming. Get it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Loads up a pump. Ooh, does them dirty. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Target combo into... catches them out. Okay, here we go. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? The jump-in is denied. What are they gonna do? Oh, perfect parry. They got a feast on it. Player 1 is a force to be wrecked.
Are you
ready?
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Jumps. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed them.
No sé si me va a dar tiempo a jugar. No sé si me va a dar tiempo.
Now, find a new rival.
Sí, déjame ver dónde está. ¿Cuál es el uso tuyo? Así mismo, Mr. Maquito. Yo no creo que te tenga. Ese es el mismo usuario que tú estás usando, Mr. Maquito. Dime si es el mismo usuario que tú estás usando. El mismo ID, no sé. No me salió, ¿no? Si es el mismo ID, no me está saliendo. Es que yo creo que yo no te tengo, déjame ver. ¿Cómo que tú lo tienes así, Mr. Maquito? No sé cómo tú lo tienes. Yo no sé cómo tú tienes tu ID. Ese otro con el mismo, ¿cómo así? Ese otro con el mismo nombre, Mr. Maquito igual, pero ¿cómo tú lo escribes? Pues no me salió. Con espacio, sin espacio, no sé. ¿Cuál de estos? ¿Cuál de los dos? Ah, me imagino que este, ya. Sí, porque tiene que estar en línea, ya. Ya le envié la invitación. Ya, pero estos muchachos se han durado, ¿qué?
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
I guess they both like jumping.
from... Ooh, what a smart throw! Player 1 can't let this simmer. He throws them. What now? Player 1 blocks super
Yo no
hard.
entiendo cómo la bestia presiona dos puños y patada a la misma vez. ¿Cuál es el sucio de
With the solar plexus strike.
Siempre
Player 2 clutch anti-air. Ooh, the drive impact hit for a punish.
llegó Robert.
Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Who's gonna take it?
Ay,
What
ay,
do?
ay.
Player 2 can't use any drive boost.
Ay, lo esperó,
It's time
lo
to
esperó.
bust this.
Robert el día esperando.
Perfect damage
Vete, ya eso no te
simulation.
salva a
No
nadie.
doubt about it. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there.
You win.
Will the tide of battle turn?
The parry. Using the target combo was a filler.
Me ganó la bestia. Dale, bestia, dale, para que pase rápido. Que están llegando aquí, dale, dale. Me vienen a buscar.
A new warrior has entered the ring.
Ay, ya están aquí.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Fight with all your
Are you
heart.
ready? Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Ooh, gets the perfect parry to stop that dead. How will they capitalize on this opening? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Goes for the throw. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Blocks the F, gets him.
Álvaro.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight!
Puede estar mejor, señores.
A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. Box him with a target. Hits him with a stopping block. Uses the target combo as a filler. Both fighters planning something? Opts to reposition. A quick breather. Low heavy. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 needs to use the KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Nice fireball. They're laying into each other. All the throw connects. Player 1 with a slight lick sets up with the jump in. Medium kick into. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Here comes the corner pressure. Gets the corner take. Corrects them. Adds a bit of OG slice there. Dangerous range here. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, getting it all on the drive rush. Clutch anti-air. Forward rush. Drops them. Stuff him. Good decision with the throw. What's next?
Álvaro.
Player 1 made some smart moves there.
Yo no
Great
puedo poder.
game.
Robert y a la
Players
misma
ain't
gente
not
que sigan
over
tirando ahí.
yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. He throws them. Good read with that throw escape.
The fighters continue to check each other in the early going.
Throws them.
What's next? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses a drive parry against the attack. No go for the throw. Strings it all together. Big counter. Taking stock. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Both fighters are barely alive.
In there. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Will the tide of the turn? Fight!
Jumps in, sees him coming, and shrugs it off with the super arm. The low heavy's blocked. Quick breather, hits him with a stopping bomb. Both fighters have a full super meter on. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. What'll happen here? Drive rush to keep it going. Throws them. What are they gonna do? Both hurting for some drive gauge. The throw is denied. The low kick hits. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player two can't let this chisel them down. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Comes down to this. Fight!
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Medium kick. Finds the target. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Dangerous range here. Here comes the corner pressure. Blocks the low kick. Corrects them. Jump.
Buena
Gotta
reacción,
hand it
buena
to
reacción.
both of our fighters.
Eso ya no lo
They put
dejo.
on a real clinic for
Lo
him.
dejo. Buena mano, buena mano.